for them, and you were being told by someone that they didn't get into school and you wanted to know.
Hi, I'm a mutual aid organizer and I'm on my period. So guess what that means? That means today is your unlucky day. So I used to do mutual aid for somebody who was on drugs. And I didn't know she was on drugs. The community was not really being transparent about her situation. And I'm not trying to penalize her because she was on drugs. It's that she was being dishonest and she was saying everything that she could say to try to get people to do mutual aid for her rather than that money going to whatever the fuck she says it's going to, is going to fucking drugs. Now, I'm not saying Nikki's lying. I'm just saying, based on what I've observed over Nikki over the past, I think, almost 2 years since I've known this person and known this person's situation, since I have long since stopped talking to them, I have noticed that they are very available to hold other people accountable. But when it's time for them to be held accountable, suddenly they're having a mental health crisis and they have to disappear for some weeks until things blow over. And then they come back like nothing even happened. Am I saying this person isn't really having a mental health crisis? I don't fucking know that. I'm not Nikki. What I am saying is that Nikki is too available for other people's business, but not available enough for their own. I have seen in myself reasons to not trust Nikki, so I don't fucking diss anybody for wanting to do any kind of follow up on whatever Nikki or whomever else they're putting in the actual work to raise resources and money for. And of course, I wasn't here for this whole situation, but I can definitely give my reflections based on my own experiences with this person and other people that I've done mutual aid for, and just the community in general. I'm not saying I agree with the measures that were taken. I'm not saying I would do the same thing. I'm saying that people need to be out here protecting themselves and knowing who they're dealing with and knowing whatever trust systems they need to know for the people that they're doing the work for. And if you got to do some shady shit, you're going to do some shady shit. We are all leftist people of color. There is no need for us to be playing about people doing some shady shit to benefit themselves or others. And also, I don't like Nikki, so I don't give a shit, so consider me biased. I think the narrative needs to be more about why did this person feel like this was necessary rather than trying to make this person look bad for what they did to make sure that their time and energy is going to a worthy cause. Why did that person pretend to be that person's employer to reach out to a college about a situation? Maybe there's some distrust that's been fucking sown and we need to look at that. And I already don't trust the person that we're talking about, so fuck yeah. Let's be critical instead of just trying to drive off of these emotions of whatever the fuck y'all have been doing with Nikki. And I'm not saying that trying to be on, like, just go full head force into this other person's side. I'm saying, as somebody who has also seen some untrustworthy shit out of Nikki, let's actually be critical and consider the reasons why somebody would do this. That means distrust has been sown. And of course, you can also turn that back and be like, well, this person did also sow trust. Well, that means you're not actually trying to critically think about the situation that got us here in the first place, and you're not actually trying to have this conversation. Now, am I going to continue into this to engage about like anything going on with Nikki? Fuck no, because really, I don't fucking care. I dropped that relationship a long time ago for reasons that I have already mentioned earlier in this video. But yeah, I suggest everybody do what they got to do to keep themselves safe. And if this is how y'all want to handle it, that's fine. But like this infighting, especially with people of color, it's trash. Y'all say y'all want to make room for people's mental health. Y'all say y'all want to make room for people of color. Y'all say y'all want to make room, especially for women of color, trans people of color, etc., etc., etc. But then these things happen, and this is how y'all fall apart. Let's get it together.